Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, Paul, thanks very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call right here on Pittsburgh CW. It's the Bordas & Bordas hotline, which is 412-575-2600. You call us, talk about whatever you want to get into today, and there's a lot to get into. Beginning today, what happened with Jameson Taillon. For the first time in his 3-year career, he got a chance to go to the 9th inning, and he was left in the game despite over 100 pitches. I believe he ended up with 110, but he was in control all the way throughout today. Made it look rather routine at times. Cincinnati does have some good hitting prospects on their team. For example, I mean, you got one of the best on-base guys in Joey Votto. Eugenio Suarez, who hit a game-winning home run last night, although he got hit today by Taillon, the only other base runner besides giving up a hit to the opposing pitcher. But it was a one-hitter for Jameson Taillon. Complete game, and he was in control. The Pirates gave him the offense he needed by virtue really of a couple of 2-run home runs. Gregory Polanco with a 2-run shot. He also has 13 runs batted in, and he didn't get that many last year until the month of June. That's how far ahead he's been. And also Corey Dickerson with his first as a Pittsburgh Pirate. The Pirates win easily 5-0. They would take 3 of 4 from the Reds. And so far, so good. 9 games played, 7-2. They've taken on some bad teams, no doubt. That contributes to it. But they also lost to many of those same bad teams last year and the year before. So when you can take care of business and win games you're supposed to, that gives you some confidence moving forward. They'll be in Chicago tomorrow, weather permitting. It's supposed to be snow flurries and in the 30s like it is here today. We'll see what they can do against the Cubs, first ever meeting this season between those two teams. And the Pirates have played the Cubs rather well over the last couple of years. It's the bad teams that have beaten them up. And like I said, 7-2. The question tonight, and we'll pose this one to our panel tonight on the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown, is this sustainable? Do you believe it? Do your expectations change because of it? We'll talk to tonight Chris Mack, who is pre- and Pirate post-game host on The Fan, along with Jason Mackey of the Pittsburgh Penguins. We have some hockey talk, and Colin Dunlap from the Fan Morning Show. That's all coming up tonight, 11:35 on KDKA. But the Pirates now looking pretty good through this amount of game. A lot of offense. Their bullpen still is a major question mark, and their starters need to go deeper into the games. That's why it was kind of nice to see Taillon take control and give the bullpen a day off today completely with a one-hit complete game shutout today as they win 5-0. Also going on, how about Shohei Ohtani of Anaheim in another baseball news? Last night we saw Andrew McCutchen get a walk-off in the 14th inning, a game in which he went 6 for 7, including that 3-run shot to win it for the Giants. A really emotional time for him. But Ohtani for the Anaheim Angels has really done something crazy. He's hit 3 home runs in his first week. He also is a pitcher, of course, and he has 2 wins on the mound. So 2 wins, 3 home runs. On that pace, he's going to challenge some Babe Ruth records, you would think. But so far with him, he had a bad spring, but he has really shown that he was one of those guys who cost a lot of money to get, but Anaheim was not hesitant in giving him the money, and so far he's been a big difference. Tonight we found out final hockey game of the regular season goes to Florida, not Boston. Bruins had a lot to play for tonight. They played everyone. They wanted to win because a win would have given them the Atlantic Division Championship as well as home ice throughout the Eastern Conference playoffs. Instead, they trip up to Florida, a non-playoff team, although a pretty talented team. But Boston loses 4-2. They came on strong after trailing 3-1 after 2. 25 shots on goal in that third period, but they could not beat the combination of Reimer and Luongo, who came in after the injury to Reimer. So what that means is Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, which is your first-round series, and a series we'll talk a lot about here tonight, will open Wednesday. We knew that. But Game 2 was predicated on who won this game tonight. And because it was Florida, Game 2 will be in Pittsburgh on Friday night. That's also a 7 o'clock puck drop, just like it is on Wednesday night. If Boston had won, that game would have been on Saturday night, an 8 p.m. face-off, but that all changes now. So the series goes like this. It is the Flyers and the Penguins game on Wednesday at 7, PPG Paints Arena. Friday, 7 p.m., PPG Paints Arena. Then Wells Fargo Center on Sunday. That's a 3 o'clock in the afternoon puck drop. Game 4 would be on Wednesday after 2 days off, Monday and Tuesday in Philadelphia. Game 5, if needed, next Friday, the 20th, here in Pittsburgh, and so on and so forth. So we'll talk a lot about these series and your expectations of the Penguins moving into this one. Penguins are one of the elite teams, no doubt. Can they make it a three-peat? Very difficult to do, especially in the salary cap era. It's never been done. They would be a first to do that, and they're playing very well. They have some issues, of course, when it comes to depth in certain positions. But this is a matchup that had gone to the Penguins 4 times in 4 meetings this year. They scored at least 5 goals in all of those games against the Flyers. 2 overtime wins, but they got 4 wins in 4 tries. So we'll see what happens. Should be a fascinating series. I don't think it'll look anything like what we saw in 2012 when everything broke loose. Fights, goals. It was just coaches getting into it in between benches. Crazy stuff. When Claude Giroux, according to Peter Laviolette, had emerged and taken the torch from Sidney Crosby as the best player in the world. Hey, Giroux's a good player. He had 102 points this year, but he's not Sidney Crosby. We'll see what happens. It should be a highly entertaining series beginning on Wednesday night. 412-575-2600 is the number. Patrick Reed is your Masters winner. We'll talk about that and much more when we come back. Get your calls in right now. You're listening and you're watching the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call right here on Pittsburgh CW. The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, putting new roofs on Pittsburgh homes for over 25 years. Call Ireland Contracting at 1-800-NEW-ROOF.